In today's lesson, we're going to be working on multiplying decimals. And so when we multiply decimals, I've just got a couple like steps or hints off to the side here. It says, ignore the decimal and set up the multiplication problem with the longest number on top, or the number with the most digits on top. Multiply just like you would with integers. To place the decimal point in the final answer, count the number of decimal places in each factor, add together, and then count over this many places from right to left. So starting from right, moving to the left. Hints, do not line up the decimal points to multiply. Do not add zeros. Remember the rules for, and what they mean by that is don't add zeros to the factors that you're given to line up decimals. You don't want to do that. It just adds extra work for you. Remember the rules for multiplying positive and negative integers. So a positive times a positive is a positive times a negative is a negative, and a negative times a negative is a positive. And then it says estimate to double check if your answer is reasonable. So we'll do that at the end here. It says, who's hungry? Oh, I'm sorry. Let's start with this first example. 45 and 99 hundredths times 2 and 31 hundredths. So I'm going to put the number with the most digits on top, and I'll multiply that by the second number here. I'm going to ignore the decimals and multiply just like I would with integers. So 1 times 9 is 9. 1 times 9 is 9. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 4 is 4. Here's where I do want to put my 0 in as a placeholder here. 3 times 9 is 27, carry my 2. 3 times 9 is 27, plus 2 is 29, carry my 2. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 2 is 17, carry my 1. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 1 is 13. The last line here has 2 0 placeholders, and 2 times 9 is 18, carry my 1. 2 times 9 is 18, plus 1 is 19, carry my 1. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 1 is 11, carry my 1. And 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So now I'm going to add all of these up. 9 plus 0 is 9, 9 plus 7 is 16, 1 plus 5 plus 9 is 15, plus 8 is 23, 2 plus 4 is 6, plus 7 is 13, plus 9 is 22, 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 1 is 6, and 1 plus 9 is 10. And then the last step that we have to do is add in our decimal point. To place the decimal point in the final answer, count the number of decimal places in each factor. So after this decimal point, there are 2. After this decimal point, there are 2 numbers. And so 2 plus 2 gives me 4 in my answer. So I'm going to work from right to left to put my answer, my decimal in my answer here. So my final answer is 106 and 2,369 thousandths. Notice that I did not line up my decimals. They did line up, but it wasn't on purpose. A positive times a positive is a positive answer, so that makes sense. And we could estimate this. We could say about 46 times 2. That's close to 92. And so this answer seems close enough to 92 that it seems reasonable and makes sense and seems good. The next one says potato salad costs 99 cents per pound at the deli counter. About how much do you think 6 5/10 pounds will cost? And they just want us to estimate. So this is about $1 and times 6 5/10 pounds. That would be $6.50. Notice that I have to add the 0 to the end here. I'm not going to write $6.50, but I'm going to write $6.50 so that when I'm writing dollar amounts, I always go to the hundredths place. And that is the introduction for us to multiplying decimals.